we're going to make a cave entrance. I'll show you how. Right now, DeathCraft style. Get ready. Alright, shoot a dollar store Foamcore, peel the paper off both sides. Just get crazy with it. Well, I only did one right now because it's easy to cut and lay out because I'm going to cut all the rest of this. But you're going to eventually tear off both sides. Alright, now I'm just hacking out to get me a base I think sizable enough to be our cave entrance. You know, do your choice. I usually use the mini, and now I'm going to make it fit this piece of cardboard I got, so make it a little skinnier. Just chop it down, find it. There, that's a better piece. That'll work good. Hot glue that bad boy down. See, I peeled the back. You might not have seen that. There you go. Hold it down. Good to go. Alright, tinfoil. Yep. The old, good old tinfoil. Give them that texture. Now beat the hell out of it with something else. Scissors, any kind of objects to make all kinds of dents and makes your stone texture when you're going to paint it up. A little more, a little more. There you go. Check it out. Alright. Cut that cardboard around there. Get it close, not all the way, because you're going to leave a little couple spots because you want to hang some little rubble pieces off of there. Everything's going to be foam core. There we go. Now, what I'm doing here is stacking this up because unlike the big pink and blue styrofoam, which is badass, it's expensive, we need thicker pieces. So we're going to glue some together. Some triples, a few doubles, that kind of thing. There we go. And I'm gluing. And I'm gluing some more. Glue, glue, glue. Just make it all up. Got it good. And there's a split. That'll be fine when we cut it up. Alright, now, here we go. Peel a little more foam. And we're going to do some more of that. Getting it going. There we go. Now cut some blocks. Just random sizes, random angles, and just start shaping them into rock-like shapes. Just see how it's easy? That's a dollar store rifle knife. Nothing. There you go. And don't forget tinfoil. Grind it in there. Now, you're going to see those seams, but it's okay. It just look like stacked up rocks. And now we're checking for size. Yep, that'll work. That's a large size mini. That's what I use to make sure. Means you get a couple mediums squeezing through there. There you go. Now, you got a long one. Glue it up, stack it up, vary it. It's all going to be your choice. See, I did some long ones, took them up because I didn't want to deal with the big stack. And beating it across here, and I'm going to make my top. Top of the cave, top of the cave. Crank it up, crank it up. There we go. Crack some out, peel some out, scrape it up with that. It's fine. Glue it on top. I know, looks like some kind of standing stone. But we're going to just keep building on top of it. See? Now you got a little overhang there, and you're going to build behind this. That's going to be inside the cave that I'm showing you directly now. Hack up some more stuff there. Texture, texture, texture. Always, and glue it on, glue it on. You're going to just build this however you want to make that ends up looking like a cave. Just do your best. No big deal. You really can't mess this up. And if you don't like something, peel it off. It's just foam board. Hot glue will peel off. Tear some off. You can always fill that in. Not a big deal. See? I'm doing a lot of shaping, a lot of moving around, trying to figure stuff out. It is just a make some pieces, pick some up, glue them on there. There you go. There's my rough cave formation. Showing you real good. Alright, now I'm going to use all these little leftover cut-off pieces and start gluing them on. Just making little bits of rubble, and I'm going to texture up some more. Just beat the hell out of it. Beat it like it owes you money. There you go. Rub it down. Yeah, give it a Bruiser Brody treatment. And there you go. Big guy jumped out. Ow. There you are. Looks okay. So now, sticks from the backyard. Just get a couple. Find a good spot for it. Glue it right on there. Just going to glue that on there like a tree growing up from the side of this thing to add a little more to our little foam project. Kind of make it look a little more nature-y instead of just a big hunk of stone out there. Just glue it on there. Glue those on to make some branches because you're going to cover all this up. It doesn't matter. Make sure your thing don't have bugs or anything. You can check it out. If it's cold enough, you're fine. If not, then you can bake it in the oven, but that's going to dry it out big time. Your best is just to spray that piece of wood with some like clear sealer. Anything in there will be suffocated and die. It won't be a big deal. Alright, I got old sponges. Just a big pile I showed you. Now I'm doing some picking around, cleaning up some stuff. I black bombed it, of course. Now, when you do this, you're going to have to do it with brush-on paint or an airbrush. You cannot use a spray can. It will totally eat this. See, there's our old pieces of sponges. I just glue them together. These are old dry paint sponges that I use, dollar store just pieces I used to use to do all my other terrain work. I just keep them around because I use them for this. Cheap foliage. Makes a decent tree. I mean, it's not the greatest thing ever, but it also doesn't cost me any money because I've already got my use out of it. I'm getting a double duty. More trash building, baby. That's the way we roll. DeathCraft style. Yep, I'm just picking them, tearing them up. You tear them up to make them look less like a squared sponge, and then you glue them back together to make clumps. There we go. Let's do that. You just do your best. There's no like rhyme or reason. You just got to do it till it looks good to you. Alright, time for paint. Because I let those dry because I was doing that while the black was drying. Now we got a dark gray. I got a medium brown there, and it looks like some white. So start with the brown, and you're going to stipple it on there. Just dip your paint in there and just get sloppy. Just get sloppy like other projects we've done. This is no big deal. The sloppier the better, because that's what's going to turn out and look more like stone when you get done. At least plenty of black. Good to go. There you go. Get this thing good and covered with the gray. Just stipple, 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 stipple. There you go. Let's check it out. Now I'll do the back inside. What would be the inside of the cave. Don't worry about getting it on the branches and stuff. It's no big deal. I'm going to blend it all in anyway. Let's get it all good and covered where you're satisfied with the gray of it. And now it's going to dry a little darker than that. So don't be worried about the, oh my god, it's a giant bright gray thing. Just like when you put the brown and the white. I got a little brown there. And now it's being a cave, I like to brown it up a little more than I do my other terrain. Kind of make that cave mouth stand out. But it's your own choice. You can do the whole thing brown in different shades of brown. That would be cool looking too. But most of my stuff's gray, so I'm doing with the gray. I'll do a brown set eventually, but right now, this cave's going to live in the gray cardboard and styrofoam world that is my game terrain. Here we go. I got a little white in there. Gives some highlights, see? Kind of makes it a little stony. And don't worry about it if you get too much. You can always just put more in there. And now I'm just kind of making sure I got good coverage there on the way through and make sure there's plenty of good brown in there. Yeah, there you go. Brown and gray. Keeping that black on the edges so it gives that darkened look. Now I'm painting this tree. Painting it all good brown. Just slopping it on. I know you can't see it because, of course, I moved it up top. Can't even get some shadow puppet action hardly. But just paint that thing down. I mean, it's some sticks you glued to the side to make a tree. So do you really need to see me do that? Now see, I'm filling in. That's where the roots and stuff I drug glue down to kind of make some root kind of thing. But see, there's the tree sticking out. That's the back. I'd be looking out the entrance. See, there you go. Throw that carpet on the way. Yep, just kind of making sure I got it pretty browned up. Doesn't have to be total coverage because most of this is going to get covered up with your sponge work. And now we glue them on there. Just glue them on. Hot glue. It's going to take quite a bit. Just don't worry about it because you're going to hide all that with paint anyway. Just glue them on there. And if they're old sponges, them bad boys are going to be crispy. They're crispier than the styrofoam you're working with. Probably tougher too. Just glue them bad boys on there. Now don't use new sponges because if you do, it will not work. If you do not have old crispy sponges, there's an easy way to do that. Buy a 2. They come in a 2-pack for $1 at the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store or wherever you got yours. Buy 2 sponges. Tear them up. Throw them in a bucket. Put some paint and water in there. Water down. A little bit of PVA glue. Elmer's glue, even the cheap stuff works. Leave it in there. Stir it up. Soak it up. Let it dry overnight. And it might take 2 days. But you'll have super crispy sponges in a beautiful way to use them. But I like to use them first because I do a lot of sponge painting on stuff. Because it's quick and easy and fun for terrain. Now, see, I'm just filling in pieces. Also, yeah, put a little on the stonework itself after I get the tree done, just to hide a few of those lines that you can see after we paint. See how we get the lines up top? I just showed you. It was pretty fast, but I'm going to put some, like, lichen or something growing off there. That's what we're going to simulate with this old piece of sponge. Just glue it on there. It kind of breaks up that pattern so it doesn't look so much like some stacked foam core, but more rocks and stuff growing out of it. You just do your best. I mean, we are talking about one, not even a full piece of dollar store foam core, hot glue, and an old stick. and then leftover paint sponges that you've already used and abused too many times. I mean, you're not like, this is not a work of art. But it turns out to be pretty good terrain. And it's easy to do. Anybody can do it. There's no reason not to. And now I'm going to go do some touch-ups, and then need a little more foam there, or pardon me, some more sponge there. Cover up with a couple other spots, make it look like it's growing naturally, quote unquote, as much as natural as sponge can grow on Foamcore. But in our fantasy world, it will be great. Yep. Well, dab-a-doo here, dab-a-doo there. Wait till you're satisfied, and you do yours however you want. I'll try to show you, but that didn't do too fast. Let me see. Get a little more over here. Got to get some in the back. Tear some more little pieces up. Don't worry about it. Just put little bitty chunks in there. You can tear that. There you go. I greened it up. Not like I showed you, but I mean, painting something with 2 different colors of green, and then it shows through. Use some dirty paint water and some brown to darken it up a little bit. It's going to dry much. It's still wet there, so it's going to dry a lot darker than that. Well, you'll see in the photos. But that's pretty much it. There you go. Happy little cave. You see I accentuated the inside there. Yeah, see that? Lightened up and ran a little strip of dark paint down each side. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Not too bad. It's pretty nice, huh? Now, normally I would use XPF foam for this, but you may be just starting out and you don't want to go drop 15 to 25 bucks for a big old sheet of pink or blue foam. What you got here is 1/3 of a dollar sheet of dollar store Foamcore, a piece of cardboard, a stick from the backyard, and some old sponges. So we got, I don't know, 70 cents worth of stuff in this, not cotton hot glue and paint. So not too shabby. You can easily do this, not that hard. I didn't go through all the hardcore stuff because it's like, well, gluing sponges together till it kind of looks like a tree, and then painting this up. I greened it up. I mean, that doesn't take nothing. It was 2 kinds of green, dark green and a light green. If it's too light for you, then throw a little of your dirty paint water and a little brown in there. That's pretty much all it takes to do this kind of thing. So, try it out. We'll do the stills and throw some minis on there, and we got us a nice little cave to use in our adventures. Because everybody goes in a dirty cave, because there's got to be treasure, or at least monsters, or something cool. Check it out. DeathCraft style, baby. Yeah, that's how we do it. Up there, I'm getting too old for this, so we gotta climb this cliff. This is ridiculous. Oh, come on, mate. I got you. I'll get you. There. Oh, thank you. Oh, goodness. Wonderful. I could have used a spell, but I mean, thank you for the assistance to climb. Spell, huh? I want to hit you in the head with my axe. Shh, be quiet. We gotta sneak up, guys. I ain't good at sneaking. Not very good at climbing either. Oh, mage. All this for the stupid elf. Shh. We gotta go, guys. Now, come on. The cave is right up here. So let's move real good and quiet, and we'll be fine. I must prepare a spell. Perhaps something boisterous. He said quiet, fool. Besides, that elf doesn't have... Shh. Guys, I'm getting close. I'm almost there. All right, I'm setting up. Oh, I can see him. He's in there somewhere. I see. Maybe that's him. I'm not. Okay, move all across. Just get up here. All right, we're ready almost. I can't believe we're going to do this. Are you sure he's in there? Shh. I'm positive. My eyes are as sharp as a hawk. We're going to die, stupid elf. Oh, God, here we go.